Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So basically today we've got a little bit of a different kind of video. It's not going to be a vlog, although it looks it, obviously you'll be able to see by the title. I am going to be showing you guys my makeup collection and kind of how I store my makeup in my vanity area. So I'm going to be showing you all of that in today's video. I'm so excited to do this video. It's been one of the videos I've had on my list for quite a long time. I feel like, you know, there's always things everywhere and I've never really had the proper time to do this video. It's more just sit down videos or makeup videos and stuff like that where you only see one bit of the room, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not saying obviously my room's messy, but just when you're seeing more than just one sort of bit of the room, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to be showing you guys my makeup collection and sort of how I store my makeup and stuff like that. I've tidied it as much as I can, so it's as neat as possible for you guys, but obviously I do have a lot on my desk, sort of my vanity area, and I do have a lot around it. That's just obviously how I am. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Don't forget to smash a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get on to the video. Okay, so I'm just sort of sitting on my bed right now just to sort of give you a little overview of my vanity area and sort of tell you what my vanity area is made up of. So my mirror is from B&M, but any mirror like obviously will do. It's an absolute stunning mirror. I'll just show you close up. It's all glittery around the edges. It's so pretty. And then I have got the 5-drawer from IKEA, the Alex drawers, on each side, and then I just made it up on this. Basically when you go to IKEA you can make your own desks and stuff, so I just got this, and it's really handy because I've sort of scratched it a little bit, and then like if you get any marks in it or stains or anything like that, it's really handy that you don't need to go and buy a new vanity and you just need to buy the new top, which is only about £20 depending on what size you want. So this area I'll mostly obviously do makeup. That's the biggest thing I do here. Sometimes I'll film my videos. You might be seeing some videos being filmed here. I'll sit and organise for YouTube videos, and I'll sometimes sit and edit and stuff like that. So we've got a sort of a variety here, but most of it's obviously makeup. So I've got my MacBook here, like my laptop that I edit my videos on. I've got my diary, and I've just got this month's glossy box that needs to go away. Actually, I put the stuff away. I don't know why I've got that stuff sitting there. I've then got all of my face brushes from Morphe that I use. These ones are only Morphe in this tub, and this is just a big tubby from James Charles times a Morphe collection. And then I've just got some Garnier micellar water. That's how I remove my makeup. And then a number 7 ring light mirror type thing. And then obviously a little photo of me and Kyle. I've then got my record player, and then I've got a bottle of Moet, which I got for my birthday, and a large champagne glass that I got at Christmas time from Primark. So it was one of those sort of novelty things from Primark that I've got there. Over in this tub here I have my Doll Beauty mirror, and then this is just full of Morphe eyeshadow brushes. I've got the odd one that's not Morphe. That shouldn't even be in there, that one. I've got the odd one that's not Morphe, but that majority of them are. There's a glossy box one there, but the majority of them are Morphe. If you're ever wondering what brush I'm using, it's 100% always Morphe. I don't really own very many other brushes. I've got that big container full of face brushes, and that one full of eyeshadow brushes, and then this one is just sort of random brands. I use this toothbrush to clean stuff, by the way, not brush my teeth. I don't keep my toothbrush in there. I've got some Real Techniques. I've got some Beauty UK. I'm sure I got that in a glossy box as well. I've got some Spectrum Cosmetics, Unicorn Cosmetics. I absolutely love these brushes so much, but I'm always scared I break them. I've got some So Eco there. I'm looking at it in the camera and hoping that you can see it. This is a Morphe one. Oh, this is a Morphe one, but it's actually that old that it doesn't say Morphe on it. And I didn't want to put it in that giant tub in case I sort of couldn't find it, so that's why it's in this tub. But this is more just sort of random brushes that I want. I've got a few eBay ones there, as you'll be able to see, but they do the job sometimes. And these containers are from IKEA. A lot of people use these containers, but if you're wondering where they're from, because I remember when I went to IKEA to try and find them, I was hunting around IKEA and they're actually in the garden section, so that's where they are, and I'm sure they're about £1.50, so they're super cheap, super affordable, and they look amazing. And then this is just a little bag that I keep my camera in, and then I've just got a little photo of me and Kyle. So then I've just got a few headbands up here. Obviously I've got a Halloween one, I don't wear that just now, but I've got a normal one. I've got a few that I would wear when I'm doing makeup, just to keep the hair out of my face and stuff like that, but I just keep them all up there because I don't have too many headbands. And then that is the top here. I got a package from Morphe. I had ordered these colour pencils. I might go over on Instagram, I'm not sure, and do a little IGTV type thing. I'm not sure, but Rebecca Capel makeup, I'll pop her Instagram in the description box down below, along with her YouTube channel. She is an amazing, talented makeup artist. I done one of her masterclasses last night, but she also uses these. She used one last night, and she also has done a video on these, so I ordered all of the ones that she actually said in the video, or I think I've ordered all of the ones that she said in the video. She maybe said a little bit more, but I've got 9 here. As you can see, I'm in love with the browns and stuff. These need to be put away, but yeah, I'm super excited to try these, and they're so affordable again. I think one of them was like £3 odds, but the rest of them are only £4.50, so it's so cheap, so affordable, and I absolutely love Morphe. And yeah, I'm so excited to try them, but they need to be put away because I've just literally opened them out the packet. But yeah, I might go and do an IGTV on them or something. Like, I've never done an IGTV, but sort of break me in easy, just doing a few little swatches in those. I'll see, but I'm so in love with these, and they've got so many different colours in Morphe. I'm absolutely in love with them. Obviously I've not used them, but when I see them on other people, they're so amazing. They're so multi-use. They're multi-use pencils, so they're colour pencils, but they can be used on the eyes and lips. So I've got a variety of different colours that I'll use in the eyes, and a variety of different colours that I'll use in the lips. And I'll also obviously see what ones work where for me. So that's them. So that is the top of my vanity. We're like 6 minutes in the video and I'm not even inside yet. So I'm going to just start at the left side. I'm going to sit in my bed for this and try and hold you up. I've got, my chair was £6 from IKEA, and then the rug was about a tenner, and then I've just got a little cushion on that, just if you're wondering. And the chair is just like a hard plastic chair from IKEA, and minus the foundation mark that I don't know how it even got there. So if I pull this out a little bit just so I can get in, rather than having fluff covering the camera. And my first drawer is crazy stuff in here. I got another headband, but obviously it can't like hang up there. I've got that in there, and then I've got this little Estee Lauder complexion sort of foundation thing, but it's ran out, but I like to use it as a little sort of palette type thing. I've got all of my sponges, so I've got a few eye sponges as in one. I've got some Real Techniques, some Unicorn Cosmetics, some Glossy Box. These are ones from Poundland, and again a Morphe one and a silicone one that I haven't actually used in a long time, but I don't know how I feel about it anyway. And then I've got all my foundations and concealers. So my concealers, I've got some Tarte, L'Oreal, Too Faced, I've got MUA, another L'Oreal, that's a Maybelline even. I've got the Collection, and I've got the Revolution one there, and a MAC one that's like clearly needing the bin because I'll need to get a new one because it's clearly empty, but we'll keep it there and try and scrape as much out as we possibly can. Then for foundations, I've got my Too Faced Born This Way foundation that I'm absolutely in love with. I've got a MAC Studio Fix, which again I love. I've got my NARS Radiant Longwear foundation, which I love. As you guys know, I'm a sucker for packaging. I love keeping it in. And I've got this Huda Beauty Full Filter foundation that I need to try. So if you guys want to see me test that on a video, then I will do so. I've got another MAC one. These two are different shades, I swear. There's a shop up in the centre near to me that like sells branded makeup like MAC and Estee Lauder and stuff like that cheaper, and I think I just pick up a different shade every time, honestly. Like, it's because it's so cheap and they all match, so it's alright. I've got loads of the Rimmel Lasting Perfection ones, Lasting Finish. I've got a Maybelline one. I've got a Clinique one that's so old, and as you can see it's so pale, like that's my normal colour. Although it's really pink, I don't think the women matched me well because I really don't like to be pink. I've got some Urban Decay, I've got a number 7 back there, and then I've just got loads and loads of the Rimmel London ones. I swear I pick up them every time I go into Boots and Superdrug, honestly. I love those foundations so much. They're so cheap, they're so good, the coverage is absolutely amazing on them, and again they're so affordable, and I just love them so much. I don't even know if you can hear me from me clattering my foundations. So over here I've then got my P. Louise bases because I just felt like this was really, really nice way to store it. I got these plastic containers for B&M and this one from Poundland, and I've just got these. So I've got a few plain bases, like I've got a nude one and a white one, which I quite like the white one to mix, and then I've got all the different, or loads of different coloured ones. I don't even know if I'm showing you guys them or if I'm just showing myself them. And watch this, I'll go to edit the video and I'll have showed you absolutely nothing. So that's it for the top drawer on the left hand side, and going underneath that I've got all of my powders, bronzers and contours. So back here I've got some cream contours. So I've got this stick contour. I don't even know what brand it is. It's quite a good colour. Good colour even, not nude, good. I've got the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt, and then a Technique contour palette. I've then got my Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte. It's not really easy opening these with one hand. I'm sure you've all known what that looks like. I tested that in my Real Basic First Impressions, and then I've got my Anastasia contour kit in medium tan, was it? I think I'm really holding this camera far too close, and then I've just got a little on here. I think what it is I don't think it's even me. I think I'm moving the camera and then the camera's sort of focusing on the biggest area that it... Oh, I'm not even good at this. If this makes the internet, then I think I say that about a lot of my videos, but anyway, these are my bronzers here. So I've got obviously Hoola, I've got some MAC Give Me Sun, I've got some MUA, this one's really, really good and really affordable. I've got my Chanel So the Tan, I've got my Doll Beauty Gimme Bronze, and I've got 2 of these, is it Models London or something? Model Launcher Safari bronzer. So this is a bronzer here. I used to be in absolute love with it. It's got a slight shimmer, like golden shimmer. It's so good, and I've got 2 of these. One's in the packet and one's not, but I don't know why I've got 2. I'm sure it was like Glossy Box or something. And then I've got my powders over here. So I've got a few Rimmel Stay Mattes. I've got my Bella Pure. I've got the tiniest, cutest little Laura Mercier translucent scent powder. I've got the ginormous one, and I've got the Effect powder as well that I used in my full face of First Impressions. So going into the drawer below, I've got some blushes, some palettes between blushes and highlights, and then highlights here. So I've got all of these Revolution Skin Kiss ones, like so many of them. So these take up a little sort of compartment by themselves. So I've got like a gold one, a pink one, a bronzer one, a blue one, a sort of turquoisey one, and then one that's really, really good because it's got a few different colours in it. I never wear any of those crazy coloured ones, but because I maybe would at festivals and stuff, or if I'm doing someone else's makeup, then I like to have those there. Then I've got my MAC Soft and Gentle. I've got this MUA one, and then I've got this Revolution one, which I absolutely love so much. It used to be like my holy grail, that one. So good. I've got my Becca Champagne Pop one, absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend just getting these little sizes. If you want to get the bigger one, then that's fine, but I would highly recommend just getting the smaller size because, as y'all know, even if you cake your face in highlighter, it lasts so long, and with the price of these you could maybe even get two for the price of a larger one. But if you fall in love with a shade or just want to get the bigger one, then there's no problem with that. And then I've got this here. Is this Model Launcher again, or is this something else? I think it's maybe Model Launcher again. Again, it was a glossy box, so it's other brands that maybe I haven't explored too much before. And that is a gorgeous sort of champagne-y, golden. It looks more champagne on the camera if it wants to focus. But it's more golden in person. And then I've got this Revolution stick, this Technique stick, and then just the What's Up by Benefit there. And then over here I've got a Tarte one. So this is when it's your birthday, if you are a Tarte member, so you've got an account with Tarte, they give you a little present. So obviously this says Tarte Rewards on it, but it's just this gorgeous Amazon Clay 12-hour blusher in the shade Quirky. I feel like my camera's like, oh my god, I've got so much to focus on, I don't know what to look at, because it's focusing on absolutely nothing that I'm picking up. Again, I've got a few stick ones. I've got a Kiko, I've got a Universal Beauty, I've got this cream one here, which is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I've got this Revolution one in the shade Wow. Not focusing again, absolutely love that. NARS Orgasm. This one by Benefit, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. I've got a sleek one, and then again just a little pan by MAC. And then over to the palettes, I've got this sleek palette, I've got the Doll Beauty one. Absolutely in love with this, so stunning. It is gorgeous. Absolutely love that. I've got some Revolution ones, I've got a cream one and the powder one, which I really like this because it's got the blush and the highlight in it, so it's so good for travelling. Again, I've got sort of like the more creamier blushes, highlighters even. And then I've got my Anastasia Glow Kit in, is it Sugar Glow Kit? Yeah. These are absolutely stunning as well. My favourite is Butterscotch, because it's more goldeny and it's just so pretty. So on to, it is the last, like it's not the last drawer of this, the sides, but it's the last drawer in my makeup. The one underneath I just keep hairsprays and dry shampoos and bath bombs and stuff in, so there's no point showing you that. Just take this out. It was a card that I got in my first pair of Superstars, which I just loved the little sort of quote on it, so it was really nice. This is the palette here that you guys could be winning. We're so close to 500 subscribers, so I would absolutely love if you could get everyone to join in and you could get your hands on this palette, because I would just want to post it out ASAP. Could I say that any weirder? I just want to announce the winner like so soon. I'm so excited to announce the winner and give away this amazing palette someday. So that's that one there. I always keep that up at the top just so I don't get it muddled up with my own one, because as you know, I'm a sucker for packaging, so I keep it all in the packaging. I've got this Morphe Hit the Lights palette that they brought out at Christmas time. It's got amazing colours and you could build so many amazing looks with this palette. I've got obviously like the Jaclyn Hill palette underneath, and then the James Charles palette underneath that. That's the original Jaclyn Hill palette, by the way. It's not the new one. I was kind of in a debate whether to get the new one or not, so I just didn't bother, but yeah. I've got a few Urban Decay ones. I've got the Urban Decay Naked Heat and the, what's this one called? The Beached Eyeshadow palette, which is so stunning, which I'll show you. Absolutely love the packaging as well, and it's such a pretty palette. So stunning. Again, we've got my mini controversy palette. I've got a little Huda Beauty palette and some I've got an Anastasia Subculture palette, and then I've got some Too Faced ones. So I've got the Chocolate Bar, the Chocolate Bonbon and the Sweet Peach palette, which I'm absolutely in love with all of those. I'm not too much of a fan of this. I need to try it again, but yeah, I kind of had the same experience as everyone else where it mushed all together, but I'll try it again because it was a long time ago since I got that. I've got some Revolution ones. This one is absolutely amazing. It's the Ultra Colour Explosion eyeshadow palette, and it's full of so many vibrant colours. I've got a more neutral one here, which is more shimmery. So I feel like this is the Ultra Metals, and this one is the Ultra Neutrals. I feel like this one and the Ultra Metals goes so well because I feel like they're more or less the same shades, but just one's shimmer and one's not. And then I've got this one here, which is the Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette. And then this one here, which is the Mermaids versus Unicorns one. I got that one when Glossybox done the Mermaids versus Unicorns. And I got obviously the Mermaid box because I've got the Mermaid palette. I've got a few Revolution chocolate bar palettes as well in there. I've got a little palette from Avon. I have got the Conspiracy palette. I've got a few NYX palettes back there. I've got a Style London one. I've got a few random other brands ones that I've maybe not explored as much. I've got a Sleek one and stuff, and then I've got a few pigments right at the back, and then just a makeup bag back there. So going on to the top drawer on the other side, it's a bit full. I've got a pair of earphones in there. I keep them in there because when I'm editing, if I'm editing outside or somebody in my room or whatever, they're there. So I've got all my setting sprays, I've got tanning sprays, I've got moisturisers, primers, eyelashes, absolutely everything. This is kind of like a skincare slash primer, setting spray, eyelash drawer, you know. So I've got hundreds of eyelashes back there. If you see my doll beauty haul, which I'll link it down below, I've got loads of eyelashes. I've got the Style On Today of Ariana. I've got some cotton buds, my Mario Badescu, the Figs in Rouge glow thing. I forgot what it's called. It's absolutely amazing, this. So good. I've got some setting sprays, so I've got a MAC one, I've got my Tea Tree water from Lush, I've got a Revolution one, Mario Badescu, I've got quite a few Mario Badescus here. Underneath I've got a Sephora one, this is a Unique tanning mask, again another Revolution one under there. I've got the, what's this, the So Glow Bronze Babe spray. I've got a Model, is that Model Co? No, Model's Own setting spray there, which is amazing. Got the Candy Cosmetics one under there, under the MAC one. I just need to kind of shake it up, this one here, and then I've got the MAC matte one there. Going on in this back bit, I've got the Q&A Skin Moisturiser, I've got some face sun cream, which is amazing. I've got the Avant Day Cream, I've got the Mini Saint Tropez Self Tan Purity Mist, which is so good as well. I've got a little Estee Lauder Nightwear Plus cream moisturiser thing, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. I've got this little brush thing, it's so good. See, if you're unsure on whether to get like the, I think it's the Foreo, is that how you pronounce it? Get one of these, they're so good. I don't have the Foreo, but they look not the same. Like obviously you can't connect that up to your phone like the Foreo you can, but if you're not sure whether to get it, get this and see if you'll use this, and then you'll know if you'll use like the Foreo or if it's like going to kind of improve your skin any. Obviously that's kind of more of a tester, but I'm not saying get this over that. I've never had that. I would love to try it, but I just mean if you want to save some money and make sure you're actually going to get use out of it, and you're not just going to use it for like a week and then stop and go back to using your hands, or like go back to doing whatever with your skincare. I would highly recommend just getting one of these little scrubby things, just to make sure that you're actually going to get use out the Foreo before you buy it, because if you use this then you'll probably use that. So I've just got some more Too Faced Hangover Primer. I've got this Nip and Fab scrub. This is the Extreme 6% one. I absolutely love this tanning moisturiser. I had it in here for the longest time. I was like, I really need to try this. So I tried it. Do you want to stay focused? Really? Canon, come on. There we go. So yeah, this is just a little mini, but I'm absolutely in love, so I'm definitely getting the full size of that. And then I've just got some Rituals body scrub. And that's about it. I've got some more primers and stuff like that under there, some hand gels and stuff, but nothing too crazy. So in the next drawer I've got, at the back here, I've got all of my eyeliners. I've got the Huda Beauty one that I got in the glossy box from this month. I've got a Benefit one. This is a little metal eyeshadow cream thing. This is such a good thing here. This is by, is it Sinnett? I don't know, sorry. And it's the Stamp and Drag one. So basically one side is a stamp and the other side is the pen. I've got loads and loads of eyeliners in here. Like, I really need to go through them because I don't actually wear eyeliner. I just get so many from water boxes and stuff like that that I pop them all in there and say that I'm going to try and I never do. And then I've got my tools, so I've got some nail files, I've got eyelash curlers, I've got my Flawless Finishing Touch here that I use to get rid of my peach fuzz on my face. I feel like that I'm going to come edit this video and it's going to be so out of focus, and I bet it's my fault. Here I've got all my mascaras, so I've got like my Unique one, my Ico one, my Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascaras, my Clinique ones, Revolution, my Bare Minerals. I've got this Lash Sensational that I really need to try. Is that Lash Sensational? Yeah, it's in one. That's the Maybelline one that everyone raves on about and I really need to try. Then over here I have got eyebrows, so I've got just a few little clear gels along with this. I've got pencils, I've got tints, more pencils, more clear ones. I've got a little palette under here that's a Revolution one. This is an actual eyeshadow thing from Smashbox, but I love it as an eyebrow thing because I'll use that side on sort of half of my eyebrow going to my tail. I'll use that one in the front just to kind of deepen it a little bit, but obviously do more of an actual eyebrow, and then I'll use that to highlight. So it's absolutely amazing. It is actually an eyeshadow thing, but I like to use it for eyebrows. And then I've just got this Avon Cosmetics Perfect Brow Cream Pop eyeshadow. Not eyeshadow, eyebrow. And then I've just got my next Taming Frame, which is my go-to. So this one is kind of crazy. At the front, obviously I've got a little nail glue, which I don't know why that's in there. I've got loads of different lip balms. I've got my minimal lip scrub. I've got some EOS here and there. I've got like one in my bag or something. I've got an Anastasia little sort of trio set of liquid lipsticks. I've got this Bondi Sands Aero tan in here because I had nowhere else to put it. I'm still yet to try it. Let me know down below if it's any good because I'm so excited. I've got my Project Lip Times Demi Jones sort of lip kit. I'll leave the link in the description box down below and also in the little eye, which will be up there, for you guys to check that video out if you like. This is where the fun begins. So onto this bit, I have my MAC lipsticks, all 8 of them. I don't have too many, but I still have quite a few, so I like to keep them in there. Then I have all of my lip liners. So as you can see, a lot of them are in packaging because a lot of them are from the advent calendar that I unboxed last year at Christmas. A lot of them I haven't used, if I'm being honest. I really need to start using them or have a declutter. And then back here I've got all my lip glosses. So I've got like Doll Beauty, I've got my Too Faced lip injection that I've basically ran out of, but I don't know why I keep that in there. And then again I've got all of these Revolution ones that I got in that advent calendar last year that I unboxed. And in this area kind of, it mushes in one, but it's got a little thing to it. So this area down here is all of my liquid lipsticks. So as you can see, I've got some Jeffree Star under there, Revolution again, I've got MAC, I've got NYX. This is a dupe for Velvet Teddy. This one here, this is in the shade MF, what's that? Is that the shade? No. Bedtime Flirt, that's a shade of, that's a dupe for MAC Velvet Teddy. And then all here I've got some MC Cold Beauty, I've got Illamasqua, I've got Doll Beauty, I've got a little Too Faced one which is absolutely stunning. It's tiny but it's so pretty. Such a pretty nude pink colour. If it wants to focus again, I guarantee I go to edit this video and it's out of focus. I've got some normal sort of sticks, so I've got some Revolution. Majority of them are Revolution, as I said, because of the advent calendar. And I've got some, is it Lac & Co? I've got one in the shade Daydream and one in the shade Storm. I think Storm is that purple one. Yeah, that's a purple one. And then Daydream is a more pinkier one, which I absolutely love. This is kind of like more of a skincare drawer. I've got my vintage cosmetics cleansing stuff that I got in my glossy box. I've got cotton pads that I get from Primark. I've got Kyle's deodorant. I've got Nip and Fab sort of skin extreme pads, and I've got my Bondi Sands with my mitt. I like to keep my tans in mitts if I'm lying them on their side if they're open, because that's how they leak. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was a bit of a farce probably. I feel like it's going to be like one of the longest videos ever. You a little bit squint. I feel like it's going to be one of the longest videos ever, or it feels like it, because my camera already cut off because it only films for so long. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know if you liked it, if it ever makes the internet, because I feel like it did not focus, like my camera did not focus at nothing. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to smash a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, I still have my giveaway going on, as I mentioned in my video. All the details for that will be in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!